Have you been watching the FTL news feed here on the Sci-Fi channel? Well, if you've missed a few episodes, let me bring you up to date. Now remember, these daily reports are set in the year 2143. The mandatory voting date is coming up soon. That's the day you have to vote using your implanted identity chip or go to jail, or whatever the who's gal is going to be called 150 years from now. President Clark's re-election could be in doubt. Remember that her son, the Attorney General, has been indicted for having sex with a clone, although it was a Marilyn Monroe look-alike. The president, who I happen to find very attractive, by the way, well, her efforts in terraforming Mars have won her a lot of support. But now Bank, led by that dastardly Barton Poole, is calling in half the North American Union's loans. Habitat Mars might have to be forfeited. Sound interesting? Well, you can watch these daily news reports from 150 years in the future right here on the Sci-Fi channel. Now, I'm especially interested in what's going on with that rogue asteroid.
Hey, that's some great-looking stuff. And it sure doesn't look like the cartoons we're used to seeing on Saturday morning. What in animation's name is it?
Have no fear, Kimball Kinnison. Fate has chosen you to become a lensman.
Hey, the lensman. This must be Japanimation.
The American attitude seems to be animation is for kids, and this stuff is too violent for kids, so you can never sell it in America.
A lot of the themes in Japanimation are strictly taboo in American cartoons. For instance, there's a lot more violence. Oh, have you ever seen a horrifying scene like this one in an American cartoon? I doubt it. Another popular plot tool in Japanimation that presents a daring departure from what we're used to is knocking off the good guy.
Live for freedom, die for freedom.
Okay, so the subject matter might not be for kids, but that's not who's watching it anyway.
Americans in recent years have discovered that while they may have thought that they had outgrown animation, and they certainly outgrown children's animation, there's still a lot of exciting stuff being done in animation in Japan, and this is now starting to be brought to America.
How popular is this stuff? Well, for starters, Streamline Pictures, one of the largest distributors of Japanimation in the States, has seen video sales nearly double in the past few years alone. Some of the more popular titles to hit this side of the Pacific include Lensman, Japan's bow to the Star Wars movies, and Akira, which bears an uncanny resemblance to Blade Runner. Though there tends to be several animators working on any given cartoon, there's usually no telling who's drawn what on the final product. Yet this is often not the case in Japanese animation.
Like any field, there's lots of hack work, and there are a few gems. One practice that seems to be popular in Japan is that a studio will hire a very prestigious artist, usually an artist from outside the animation field, and they will hire him to design the main characters in a feature, and then they will use just regular animation personnel to design the rest of the movie, the supporting characters. Occasionally, as a result, you will get a few main characters who do not look anything like the art style of the rest of the cast.
Oh well, like they say, variety is the spice of life.